You're hungry, you want a snack, you feel like you just need something to munch on, nosh on, I don't know, whatever you say. And so you go into the kitchen or the workroom or your bag or wherever it might be, or the gas station. I mean, let's just be real, right? And you get something to eat. But then like 20 minutes later, you're hungry again. And you continue to go through this cycle day after day, hour after hour. We're not getting to the root cause. So what I want to talk to you guys today about is actually off the heels of a couple conversations with a couple of you clients about using temporary things to address a problem, but not actually getting to the root cause. And the overarching question that I want you to think about today, whether you have cravings, you have a skin issue, you're bloated, you're not sleeping well at night, maybe you're just feeling stressed. What is the root cause of that? Now, it's so easy in today's society to just find the quickest and easiest fix. So whether that comes in the form of sugar for your cravings, staying up late at night, hanging out on your phone because you can't get to sleep. So like, let's just stay up later and mess with our melatonin levels in our body even more. Or, you know, when it comes to stress or your skin, I mean, the answer that I got from all of my doctors, whether I was dealing with bloating or my skin or my stress, was just, here, take this pill. Right. And I did that for a number of years. And that's why I get to talk on that, because I've been there. I've been given Xanax for anxiety. I've been given, I don't even remember what it was called for IBS, but it later was recalled because it caused heart attacks. So that was cool. And then I took the pills that I couldn't go in the sun with because Solodine, I think it was called Solodine. That was the pill I took for my skin because I was having all these skin issues. But the question is, does it fix the problem? And the answer for me was always no. And if the answer for you is no, you are not at the root cause. We are just addressing symptoms. So for me, I mean, I'll just put this in a nutshell. It literally took being out of work with post-concussive syndrome because I had suffered like a terrible head injury. I had herniated discs in my back. And it was like right around that I had a broken nose. So like, you know, put all those things together. I literally couldn't work. And I was like, okay, what's the root cause of what's going on with my skin and my digestive system and my stress and my anxiety and all these different things? It helped me get to the root cause. Now, the root cause of most things, I think it can be attributed usually to one thing. And so when we look at like, why do I have cravings? You're probably not eating enough. You're probably not eating enough good food. And so you want bad food. That's usually what the answer is when it comes to that. So whenever I say to clients, they're like, am I eating enough? I'm like, well, are you hungry? And if you're not hungry, then yes, you're eating enough for you at that time in that season. Now, skip ahead a week or two and go into your cycle where your hormones all over the map and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm starving. Okay, so have a little bit more, but prioritize your protein. Let's have a little bit more protein and then you're not going to have cravings all over the map. When it comes to skin, I'm just going to go out there. I'm not a doctor. I'm not your doctor. I don't want to be a doctor. In fact, I think being a doctor is really hard today. But what I will tell you is that 99% of issues I see with skin, whether it's eczema, pimples, it's gut related. It's more of what's going in your body than what's going on your body. I laugh when people are like, Corey Beth, you have such nice skin. Like, what do you use on it? And I'm like, that's not the right question. The question is, what am I putting in my body to make my skin cells produce nicer skin cells? That's actually more important than what you're putting on it. It's also important. I love lotion. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you, but what I'm putting in it is actually what made the difference. Not all the lotions and the shots and the pills and everything else that my dermatologist gave me. I don't even see a dermatologist anymore. You know, what is the root cause? If you're doing something, what is causing that thing that you're doing? Okay. So for me, what I talked to this client about, she was like, do you ever like get cravings? I'm like, yeah, I ate half a bag of cauliflower stalks. Like, and I'm that pathetic that I couldn't actually have like Lay's potato chips. I had to eat cauliflower stalks, but I was like, I was stressed. Okay. Why am I stressed? I have a lot on my plate. So I just sat here for the last 40 minutes, like plugging everything into my calendar. And I'm like, I feel better. And now I don't want to eat. So my root cause of snacking and binging was not anything to do with food at all. It was totally to do with my stress. And so how do I handle my stress? That's what we don't ask. And when I talked to this client, I was like, okay, you're going to be traveling this week. What's going to happen when you want to have alcohol? What's going to happen when you get stressed? What's going to happen when you can't get the things that you're going to get? She's like, well, the root cause of all of this is I feel unprepared. So the best way to go into this trip is to totally be prepared. So she's got protein powder. She's got protein bars. And she knows exactly what to order when she goes out. She's like, I don't even feel stressed about my trip at all. I'm like, that's amazing because we got to the root. The root was lack of preparation. And that I think that that's a root cause for a lot of different people is we're just straight up not prepared. Why are you not prepared? Right. Answer that question. So when we're looking at any number of issues, it's cool to like Band-Aid things, but that only works for so long. It's actually not cool at all to Band-Aid things. I hate Band-Aiding things. I want to fix it. I want to get to the root of what's going on. So you have to ask yourself the question, does this change how I'm experiencing life? Does this change how I'm feeling? Does this change my hunger? And if the answer is no, where it comes back 20 minutes later, we got to go a level deeper. Why are you snacking? Are you stressed? Are you not drinking enough? Are you not eating enough? Are you not sleeping enough? Usually those are the root causes of having cravings. I mean, it literally is that simple. So let's stop looking to the quickest, easiest, shiniest thing that comes into our path and rather digging deeper. It's a little bit dirty and it's a little bit messy, but when you get down to that root, that's when we can make real change. That's when we can make real things happen. Changes that are longer lasting, lifestyle changes that you get to experience for the rest of your life. I mean, the last time I had a pimple on my face, and yes, from time to time, if I have ice cream, like I'll get pimples on my face, but my skin radically changed when I changed what I was eating. It wasn't about getting the newest lotion or the newest pill or the newest steroid shot in my face, because yeah, I used to lay there for 26 steroid shots in my face. That's ridiculous. What was I doing? Not the root cause, right? Because I was back at the dermatologist the next week. More steroid shots. Then I was back the next week filling a prescription. It's ridiculous. Get to the root. And if you have trouble getting to the root, that's why we're here. That's why we're here. We're here to help you get to the root because that is really what makes the difference. I mean, why would you want anything else? Anything other than the root, it's a substitute. And the substitute is never going to be the fix. All right, my friends. Have an outstanding day. Let me know if you need any help there. And I can't wait to see you again tomorrow.